And so God tells the other 11 tribes that each individual in those 11 tribes is to take the first 10%. This is really, really important. This is something that's sometimes just lost inside of the church world, but God is really insistent that it is the best and the best and the first 10%, and of their flocks, of their harvests, of their wealth. They're to bring the first 10%, whether that be gold or grain or wine or sheep or cows, and they're supposed to bring that first 10% into the temple. And it's from there that the services are performed before God inside of his holy temple, but it's also what provides food and resources and sustenance for the priests, the Levites who have no land. And then it's also used to care for the poor and the sick and the widowed inside of their communities. And so the idea is that of the 11 tribes, each tribe will take 10% of what comes into them. They'll give it to the Levites. The Levites use that to be able to supply food for themselves because they don't own any land. And then on top of that, they'll use that to do all of the services at the temple, and then very frequently also to care for the poor, the sick, the widowed inside of their communities. Now, this has kind of been carried forward for the last several thousand years. And so the church today, you'll oftentimes hear the church talking about we're receiving tithes and offerings. And what is tithes? Well, tithes in this case is bringing in the first 10% of people's income to their spiritual home. Why? Well, for very, very, very similar purposes. The purpose is first is to perform the ministries which require resources, require money of a church. And then the next thing is to be able to provide for the poor and the widow and the orphan and the people who are in need.